Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 31, check 31. Kill.
A give running right is Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 60 yards. Ready. Let's go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
18 Gator.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
Ready.
Throwing Jones. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Undercrunch. Clear. Hey, orbit.
On 4th down, Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Here we go.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
This is brought in at the 21. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Let's go. 15 on it. 15 on it. 54.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
You got it.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, good footwork on the spin. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. 3rd down here.
Here we go. Here we go. Keep the Pittsburgh. Man left, man left. You're left.
Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
No. Big grip.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 4th down.
Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 6 yard line. I'm trying to collect.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
I got you, boy.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
Check. Walk with before. Now, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Hatchet. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Set, ready. Go to base. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Check 13.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time. It's our time. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Share. Begin.
Leo.
Rush in. Rush.
Go.
Check.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Right. Let's go. 54. Stick the ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready? 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Let's go, defense.
Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready, break.
Here's Jones. On 1st and 10. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Hey, Zoo.
Now Jones on 1st down, staying on his feet. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jones now going to throw again. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jones, a final shot before break. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Dancing to his left. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
Brandon, so often we talk about whether or not a quarterback was surprised by the pressure, by the blitz. Most of the time, they're not surprised by that, but the speed in which someone gets there. And on this play, I don't think he had any other chance or choice.
Are they taught in that situation just to tuck it and go down?
Yeah, when you don't even have an opportunity to look downfield and assess what's going on, cover it, take care of the football. Don't turn something bad into something worse.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
What's tight? Tight is right.
Hey. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This one caught by Ridley. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans push further out in front. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Get ready.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones able to get this to Gordon. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Looking to throw. Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's go. 15 on it. 54. They can't hang with us.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Buddy up. 50, Mike. 50. Down to lose one.
Jackson from the shotgun. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Joey Bosa in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Alert. Alert.
Go.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Blue draw Corkers. Look at me. Zipper.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones looking deep for his tight end Ertz. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. From the 2 now. Second and goal. Second and 2. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Touchdown, Giants. Albert Rosas lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double-digit. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now they try the right side here. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Go.
From the gun, Jones. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones operating from the gun. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Set, ready? 60 or.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jordan Willis racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. 2.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Rosas true blue on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.
If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more best though. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma best.